Championship night at the 113th Annual McLean County HOI Tourney, and a night the Eureka Hornets will not soon forget. The Hornets trailing GCMS most of the game. We'll go back to Maya Edwards in just a second. Skylar Knapp, though, stepped up big for the Hornets in this tournament, including a nice three here, but this is one of the best plays you'll see all year long. Maya Edwards hits the game-winning buzzer beater to win the HOI McLean County Tournament girls title, 42-41 for Eureka. I asked Edwards about her amazing shot.
Coach just drew something up. We knew we weren't going to get like the ideal shot, but I don't even know how it went in. I guess it just did.
An amazing title win for Eureka and a shot by Maya. Now to the boys' final. Tri-Valley taking on El Paso Gridley. Micah Meese is going to drive through the lane here, and he gets the old-fashioned three-point play. There's a lot of them today. And Tri-Valley big man Aiden Jensen, he's played a big role in their success this season. He gets the three-point play on the other end of the floor. Jensen again gets the dish and slams it home. Nice day for Jensen, but how about EPG? Braden Hayes gets fouled, and you guessed it, the old-fashioned three-point play. He gets the and one. Lucas Schaefer gets the bucket here, but he also had the eventual game winner in overtime to give the Titans the 71-69 win. Congrats to EPG. Now to the Redbird Roundball Classic and a very special matchup for Metamora Redbirds coach Justin Dem. Dem coaching against his former Richwoods coach Mike Ellis and his Evanston team. Redbirds down 12, but they rallied. Matthew Zobrist, our 25 Sports Athlete of the Week, for three. He had 18. Then Zobrist to Zach Bourne for a corner three. And the first half ends with a near half-court shot by Jake Walker. Nice shot by Walker. Metamora Storms back to win on a last-second three by Zobrist. Metamora takes it 61-58. Also at Metamora, Peoria High taking on Washington. The Panthers jumped out to an early lead. James Johnson the spin and three-point play, but the Lions got a big day from LaShawn Stowers here. The assist to Phoenix Foy, who had 10. Then Stowers, the jumper, he had 20. Peoria wins 61-47. In Mid-Illini Conference game as well, East Peoria at Limestone. And the Raiders' Quentin Kitt, he's one of the best sophomores in the state. He scores inside here. Then Limestone gets the three-point play on the reverse finish by Bryce Chapman. Then EP gets all three back on the tray by Andrew Horton. Raiders take it 67-46. And Illinois football coach Brett Bielema spending the day in Central Illinois. He's at Dunlap to recruit Eagles basketball and football standout Max Sutter. Sutter showing off his athleticism and basket versus Pekin. He had 23 points, 17 rebounds to lead Dunlap to the win. But Pekin's Peyton Hess had 34 points. What a day for Hess. It was not enough, though. Eagles take it 66-55. In a huge Twin City rivalry, Bloomington Central Catholic at Normal U High. Dallas Smith takes it to the hoop. 4-2, nice day for Smith. Then Trey Eller for BCC splits the defenders and finds Will Vogel driving to the basket. But it's U High who takes this one. Cameron Johnson with a nice spin inside and lays it in. Pioneers take it 57-50. To girls hoops now. Mid-Illini leader Morton steps out of conference today to play state-ranked Galesburg. This afternoon, the Potters have been red hot thanks to their defense here. Katie Brock gets the steal, and she throws ahead to Julia Laufenberg for a fake and take layup. Nice play by Laufenberg. Then the Potters go inside to their two sophomore posts. First, Abby Van Minnen. A sweet move in a three-point play. We've had a lot of them today. Then Claire Sarisa finds Paige Selke for the layup. Potters roll 54-30. And number one ranked Washington cruises to a win over Peoria Manual. The Panthers' Adrian Donald is left all alone, and AD drills the three. Then Becca McDougall works the baseline for a drive and hoop. Later on the inbounds play, there's one person you should never leave open. It's Avery Tibbs in the corner. She hits the three. Panthers roll 55-26. And the future is bright for the Dunlap Eagles girls basketball team. Dunlap freshmen score 72 points today in their win over Richwoods. Freshman Kiara Haywood the drive and hoop. She had 24. Then freshman Kanaya Todd. She had a strong post move there for two of her 22. Dunlap wins 77-60. To Pekin for the Mid-Illini Conference Wrestling Tournament. The East Peoria Raiders got a title at 190 from Dalton Oakman. Nice pin here by Oakman. but Washington, again, the dominant team. The Panthers have 7 champions, including Josh Hoffer here at 215. Other Panthers champs include Peyton Cox, Wyatt Medlin, and the Woods brothers, 16 straight Middle Illini titles for the Panthers. 25 News will be right back.